Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 Off the Cuff. This is a KDFL presentation. I know what everybody's wanting to talk about, so let's just get right into it. What do you
Wait a
think?
second.
What? Huh?
Wait a second.
What?
I know what everybody wants to talk about. First of all, it's 12:13.
It
It's
is.
now it's Wednesday. Past midnight. The Midnight Boys are back.
We are back.
Back in the saddle. We're back in our familiar
Well,
places. And I know what everybody wants to talk about.
yeah. I was going. You can what?
America. America's team. The Dallas Cowboys won again.
Oh
Thursday
Lord.
night football. 3 games. You know how difficult that is to win 3 games in 13 days? I take that back. I'm sorry. 3 games in 11 days. You know how difficult that is?
Well, when you're playing a bunch of scrubs.
You got to win the games that are put in front of you. That's all that matters. Had to play on Thanksgiving. Bellies are full, feeling good. Turkey's got them tired, and they come back out and play again next Thursday. Get a W against Seattle. A desperate team trying to make the playoffs. Still put them away. Dak, fantastic.
Were you nervous?
MVP conversation.
Were you nervous in this game?
I was freaking out.
there was some Seattle magic in that game.
Yeah, there was some that throw, man. Was it right before halftime? Yeah, he threw like a rainbow. I can't remember who it went to at this point, but I think they reviewed it and said it was incomplete. But I thought he caught it, but it was just like an absolute. It touched the ceiling, and he somehow perfectly right in his lap. I was like, oh, they're gonna lose this game.
Yeah, I was really expecting a blowout, and I did not expect a shootout.
Now, the defense did not play well, and there's been conversation in the days after that, like, oh, their defense doesn't do well with motion and all that. I don't know. I mean, I think teams by now would kind of figure that out if that were 100% the case. But just like Geno was hot, offense was hot, they had a rhythm. Ron Bland was having all kinds of problems.
Yeah, he got torched.
But
DK had flashback to what he looked like a few years ago.
Yeah, that was a game there where it's like you watch like against a team that wants to drop back and throw the football a lot, and you're like, oh, there's where Diggs is missing.
Yep.
You know, but got the dub and get some rest now, and that's really all that matters. So Cowboys will continue to rise and get the dub.
Yep. That was the first win against a team over 500, and now they're not over 500, so it doesn't count. You counting it?
The Jets were 1-0 when they played, I believe.
Sorry.
So,
currently. They have not beat a team currently over 500.
We're going to talk about facts on this show.
Yeah.
Well, they got a big opportunity this week.
Yeah, they do. Very big opportunity. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Talk about some of these crappy games that happened. Let's dive in. Let's dive into New England. Let's dive in. I want to talk about this game for a few minutes.
Tell you what, before we get started, before we get into like that game, it felt like every game this weekend was played in the rain.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch many of the games.
It was like the movie Seven all over the country.
Yeah.
Just constantly raining.
Yeah. Put these games in a dub. Yeah, the Chargers, I'm not going to talk about that game. 6-0. Just
here's the thing. Did you see the report about like Kellen Moore going to Carolina?
Why would anybody want him?
Why? Exactly. Why?
Like, he left Dallas, and Dallas is suddenly the best offense in the league without a lot of weapons. And he goes to the Chargers, and they're winning 6-0 against the 2-9 team. Like, their offense is terrible.
Doesn't look good.
Austin Eckler can't even. He's running like a little moped.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've said it for years now. Even when they were like the number one scoring offense, I bitched about his play calling.
Yeah, not a fan.
About how inconsistent it is. He throws in these little gadget plays and plays that don't make sense. And
if somebody hires him,
and you can tell there's just no rhythm with the team with that offense. It's just ugly football.
Not Herbert's fault.
No, I mean, did you see once again your boy Quentin Johnston with another drop?
He's terrible.
You see that?
It's not my boy. That boy, I wrote him off weeks ago.
I know you did.
Although I did write somebody off, and I guess I'm going to have to I'm guessing I'm going to have to write back on that one. Talk about talk about that guy.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Yeah.
We got Minshew going into Tennessee, getting a big win. Colts are right in the thick of it.
7-5. Especially after that Jags loss, that's a big win for them on the road in Tennessee. Minshew over 300 yards. They're sneaky, man. Every week, like they're in games and they're sneaky and they're feisty and they're scrappy.
Yeah, I mean Michael Pittman's turned into a guy.
You never know how it's going to go.
Michael Pittman is a guy.
Yeah, but he's getting like 15 targets a game.
Yeah, wait, 16 that game. 11 and 16, 105 yards.
Yeah, I mean he's really, with Downs hurt, he's really all they got. The Colts get a nice win. Lions on the road in New Orleans. This game was 21-0 at the snap of a finger, just like that. 21-0.
Mm-hmm.
And the Saints kind of hung around. Derek Carr's getting booed off the field.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah, then he gets hurt. James comes in, makes some plays, some lucky plays. They kind of get back into it. Saints get back into it. Lions defense, I just don't know, man.
It's not a Super Bowl caliber defense. Let's just be honest.
That's true.
The offense is good enough. The offense is fine most time, but I don't trust Jared Goff in the playoffs.
16-25, 213 yards.
Yeah. Which Saints defense isn't bad. They've always had a good defense, and they got a defensive coach.
Yeah. Especially in the depth.
Yeah, but Laporta. How about Laporta? Laporta already top 5 tight end.
Absolutely. He has to be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure fantasy wise he is, but like I'm just saying, like in general, like I mean, who do you have above him?
Yeah, blocking, talent, potential even to rise more.
Yeah, the only ones. I mean, there's Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews. The fourth?
I know we're forgetting somebody.
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson, yeah.
So I think he's right there, 5th.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because usually tight ends takes him a little bit. Like Kittle, which Kittle was a later round pick. Laporta was more ready than Kittle was. Kittle was pretty raw because I think Kittle only had like 40 catches all through college. But it took Kittle until the end of the first season to really get going, and then the second season he blew up. But Laporta has been here the whole time.
Yeah, 9 catches, 140 yards, and a touchdown.
He's on 9 targets.
Yeah, I mean, he's a stud.
Take him out, and take him out of the equation, and Goff was 7 of 16.
Yeah, because Monroe
60 yards.
49, yeah.
Rough.
But yeah, Lions hang on there for the dub. Defense was shaky. Falcons, Jets. That was another ugly one. Tim Boyle started and he already got released.
How do you start a game Sunday and you're not even on a roster by the time we record this?
Yeah, and they got the whole Zach Wilson stuff. Does he want to start? Does he not want to start? That back and forth.
Yeah, Rodgers with McAfee today talking about it.
Yeah, he defended him a little bit, talking about the media.
Man, let's talk about Rodgers real quick. I like Rodgers. I don't know how you can't like Rodgers. Okay. I mean, he's honest about everything. Yeah. He gives you his feelings, and he defends his guys.
I thought you were going to say something. I thought you were going another way there.
You thought what?
I thought you were going another way there because you're like, yeah, I like him. I thought you were going to go, but.
No, I like him. I just like him. I used to hate him, and it's probably because Niners always played him in the NFC playoffs, and Alex Smith, Aaron Rodgers will always be one of the biggest backfires in the history of the NFL draft. But we've owned him at least. Owned him when it matters.
It's like you and I hated him.
Yeah.
For years. Yeah. And then when he started going on McAfee.
Yeah. Way before that.
Someone, everything. We're like, okay. Sort of like him a little bit more.
Usually how it goes to veteran quarterbacks, except Brady. I still hate him.
So I never minded Brady. And as he got older, I even liked him. It never bothered me.
I didn't mind him as much once Peyton retired. Once Peyton got hurt and retired, the hatred went away a little bit. But still.
I'm just not sure in New England you're allowed to show personality.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Once he got to Tampa, you can see he kind of opened up a little bit.
Yeah,
Especially with Gronk there. He was like a robot in New England though.
yeah. Anyways, back to these stupid Falcons.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about the Falcons. Just eking out. I mean, they're winning game, eking out another win in that division. I mean, they're on a crash course with Cowboys.
I still say they're starting the wrong quarterback. Like I know he went 0-2 when he started.
I agree.
But he wasn't going 12 of 27 for 100 yards.
Yeah.
Like I think they're starting the wrong guy, and I think it's going to bite them in the ass when it matters. Which I mean, what's the expectation for the Falcons, anyways? What is the expectation? Win the division, host the playoff game, probably get boat raced. Like that's your ceiling pretty much this year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think. I mean, you'd hope to see more from Ritter. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Some sort of a rise, and you're just not seeing it, man. And it's just easy. Say he's even getting worse a little bit. I mean, it's just.
Drake London with 1 catch for 8 yards. Got that going on.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Jets got a pretty good defense, but still, man, that's just my God. Falcons moved to 6-6 though, get the dub. It's terrible.
Real quick though, Rodgers, they're 4-8. So what's his target date? 2 weeks from now?
He's not coming back.
There's no way he's coming back. It'd be stupid. Plus, with this offensive line,
no, there's no way.
Every game they're averaging like 2 yards a carry with a few of the best running backs in the league.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. At this point, though, what are you gaining from him coming back? Just playing? He's not going to make the play. Once you're done.
Yeah, you're out. You're out.
So
if they would have won, if they were 6-6 right now.
Yep.
Then yeah, I'd push him back. But there's no point. The only positive of him coming back is just so he can say he beat the medical field.
That's it.
That's the only thing he's playing for.
Yeah,
really.
That's right. And that might be the motivation.
It might be really. For him. It might be.
Yeah.
But what happens if he comes back and he drives him down the field and on the 7th play just snaps?
I know.
I can see that happening. Like I can really see that happening.
Well, the bad thing too is if he did get hurt, people would be like, "Oh, see."
Yeah. If he gets hurt again, like he's done.
Yeah.
Because now, even if he went through the regular rehab and everything that everybody else goes through, he would have been ready for training camp next year. Yep. If he comes back now and gets hurt, he's not going to be ready.
They're 4-8. Oh. Like there's just no. And you look. I'm just real quick here looking at the playoffs. They're 14th in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just pack it in.
Yeah, you'd be stupid.
Pack it in. I mean you got the Steelers, Browns, Colts, Texans, all 7-5 fighting for those spots. Yeah. Broncos 6-6. There's no way, man. Pack it in.
No way.
You know, I think he is smart enough to realize that because there's just nothing to play for.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers, Cardinals. Cardinals get the win in Pittsburgh. Pickett out.
What happened here?
Huh?
What happened to Pickett? I missed this game completely, so you're filling me in on everything right now.
I didn't get to watch really.
Okay, you're filling me in on nothing. We need somebody else. The listeners, please fill us in on what happened in this game.
I think it was his ankle.
Yeah, and I think it hurt.
But even before he went out, man, Cardinals were doing whatever they wanted to do. They were up.
Well, James Conner coming back to Pittsburgh, getting a couple touchdowns. That's good. That's good for him.
Yeah, he looked good.
I want Arizona to win as many games as possible at this point, just so they don't get Marvin Harrison Jr. or either of these quarterbacks. Just please, just win some games.
Yeah, Pickett's got a high ankle sprain, so he might be out. He's out at least a couple weeks.
Yep.
Trubisky coming in, he's terrible. That kind of nukes them a little bit as far as their offense and their potential for this season.
Why do the Steelers just not see anything in Joshua Dobbs? Like I know the Cinderella story's kind of fading on Joshua Dobbs, but he's better than Trubisky's ever been.
Yeah, and bad thing is too, they got a quick turnaround Thursday with the Patriots, which that'll probably be one of the ugliest games ever.
It might be a 13-8.
It might be like
or 6-0.
6-3. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you get any offense in that one.
Yeah. And here's a tight end though. So here's a tight end that talked about last year, or just talked about a few minutes ago, how rookie year usually takes him a little bit. Second year, some of these guys get going. Trey McBride, looking like a guy.
He's a stud.
Looking like a guy.
It's great too because I did see where he caught a touchdown. He caught the touchdown, and they ruled it incomplete. Very next play went right back to him, and he scored. He was talking all kinds of shit to the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a stud.
Yeah, and then you got Kincaid. Kincaid started slow. Now he's getting it going. So we got a lot of good young tight ends.
We do.
That's one positive about this shitty league.
This year, man, it does seem pretty shitty, pretty mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins boat race, Washington, not much going on there. They jumped on them early and it was over. Texans, Broncos. Texans get the win, lose Tank Dell for the year.
Yeah.
That's a big loss just because he seems to be the guy that was the downfield, stretch the field, deep shot guy.
Yeah, but if Nico Collins gets 200 yards every week, you won't miss him at all.
Yeah, I know. But Stroud, man, just continues to make plays, and the Broncos just hang around.
They hang around. They play ugly. They look like the Broncos a few years ago, back when Peyton had that. Well, the year they made it to the Super Bowl, when Peyton was terrible.
They look like the damn Seahawks.
Yeah.
where him and Russ just hang around.
Yeah.
And then they're right there in the end with a drive to either tie it or take the lead.
Yeah.
Oh, LeBron's taking over.
Freaking Russ. Yeah.
But Texans get the win. Tampa, Carolina, not much. There's an ugly game. Bucks pull that one out. Rams, Browns. Rams look good. That was kind of my pick. Ended up in the playoffs last week when we talked about it. Man, they're playing some good football.
They got a tough one this week, but I think the rest of their schedule is pretty cake. So
it really is. If McVay just remembers to run the football and to get Kyron Williams involved and not remember like Stafford doesn't need to drop back 40 times.
Mm-hmm.
Once they start bringing balance into it, they look so much better. They ran the ball more the second half and everything, got him involved more, and their offense just kind of took off. So
I just watched the LeBron highlight real quick. Little off the cuff sidebar here. So everybody's loving the NBA in-season tournament real quick, right?
Yeah.
And you know what's going to happen. If the Lakers win, they're like, oh, they made the in-season tournament just so LeBron can get another trophy.
I can't
Took it too serious. Nobody else took it serious but him.
I can't wait till he counts it as a title, too.
That's what we need.
It's going to make people so mad.
It's going to be beautiful. Anyways.
Of course he is.
All right, let's go sidebar.
Okay. Sunday Night Football. Chiefs go into Lambeau. A little snowy. We didn't get to see no snow during the game, though. I was hoping a little snow game. Looked a little chilly, though. But Packers look good. I mean, there was nothing fluky about that, man.
No,
they look like a good football team.
Yeah, that was the thing. There wasn't like I know there was some bad calls on that last drive. Like there was definitely defensive pass interference. But there was also bullcrap on the late hit because he was still in bounds. And it was also bullcrap when the guy got called out of bounds when his momentum had stopped and he was going backwards. Like that's always the running clock and they stopped it. So I mean, kind of a wash in my eyes but it was a bad DP.
But Chiefs defense, man, we've talked about the Chiefs defense quite often on the show. Yep. Jordan Love comes out 25 of 36, 267, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I mean even the run game, like it doesn't really stand out a ton, but I mean 25 carries for 129 yards. So yeah, the Chiefs are looking quite vulnerable.
You know what's bad though? It reminds me so much because you said it in the Discord when it's like, well, we all know what's going to happen here on this drive.
Yeah.
But this right here feels like old school Brady, Belichick, Patriots, where you're like, maybe they won't win a Super Bowl. They look a little vulnerable.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You look at the AFC, and all these quarterbacks are hurt.
True.
These other teams look vulnerable as well, and they got an opportunity there to sneak right in.
That's true. Because like you look at the other teams, like they got the Bills this week. The Bills might make the playoffs. They lose this one, they're probably out.
Yeah.
Then the Dolphins. The Dolphins are just Tyreek. There are a couple explosive players. Tua is not very good. I'm going to go back to he's not very good. He's okay in the system. No, he's okay in the system. And if he didn't have Tyreek Hill, I don't. But he does have Tyreek Hill. So, I mean, if. So, he does have him. So, is what it is. Anyways, Jordan Love, I would like to formally apologize for now. I wrote you off many weeks ago, said you were garbage, and I'm sorry. You're looking like an NFL quarterback all of a sudden. Last 3 weeks now?
Yeah, 3 weeks. He stands tall in the pocket. He spreads it around.
That 4th and 2 or whatever it was.
I don't know how the hell that happened.
Yeah. That was
you talk about dropping it in the bucket in front of like 4 guys.
I don't even know if he meant to do that, but
there's no way.
I don't think he meant for. I don't think he meant for that to be as good as it was. That's like when you give credit to Aaron Rodgers for the Hail Marys. It's like he just threw it up. Like he just threw it up.
He threw it up.
It's a prayer.
But I tell you what, man. On the Chiefs side of it, again, I don't know how they went into things. Boy, big shot, Austin Reeves. You'll see that in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's not there yet. Son's got the ball right now.
I don't know, man, how they went into this season, even at the trade deadline, and said we're good.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about going into the trade deadline.
Yeah, man. Sky Moore is terrible.
Yeah, awful.
He's not playable.
Sky Moore and big shot. Sky Moore and Clyde Edwards-Helaire are just
big shot.
Horrible early draft picks.
Scaling. Every time the ball's in the air, he turns into like a baby deer just figuring out how to run for the first time.
Well, that's the moment where I was like, I'm not sure the Chiefs know what they're doing, because we saw that man in Green Bay.
Yeah,
it's all he runs one route. It's a deep ball, and he drops half of them.
Yep. Well, I mean, if Rodgers couldn't figure it out with him, I mean, it's not like his quarterback was like, my bad, Derek Carr. I mean, like, Rodgers.
If you suck with Rodgers, Mahomes.
Rodgers in his MVP seasons, and he can't figure it out. I did see his stats, like Rashee Rice, like the last 2 weeks, he's got the 3rd most receiving yards.
Well, I mean, you said that from the get-go that he's their best receiver.
You can see it when he catches the ball. You can see it when he catches the ball. He's got the burst. He's got speed.
I don't think he's a number one. He's not a number 1 receiver, but
he's not.
He's their best receiver. He's their number 1.
He's their number 1, and and he has to be at times because Kelsey kind of floats in and out. So I don't know, man. I don't know what they look like. Pacheco looked really good.
Yeah,
but that offense, man, that's a mystery of why they ended up where they're at.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, and then we got last night, Monday night. A shocker, really, man. Jags, Bengals go to overtime. Bengals get the win. Jake Browning, man, threw for 354.
How about Jake Browning?
Looked fantastic. I didn't know what the hell the Bengals were doing when they kept giving it to receivers to throw when he was just lighting them up.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing.
Boyd threw a pick.
Yeah. Chase had 149 yards. This is why when we talk about the best teams, like we know the Jags are good.
Yeah.
But this is where I'm like, that's why I don't have faith in them to make a run.
Jags and the Lions, they're both pretty much the same. Like, they're both good, they're both exciting, both fun to watch, both have good offenses, both defenses, you're like, yeah. And I just don't think they're going to be there in the end.
No.
They might win a home playoff game in the wild card, but
similar to last year, yeah.
Yep. Lawrence looked like he broke his leg for a minute. I did think it was a sprain the whole time, but
where was the cart?
Yeah, well, that's what I did see somebody say, that the cart came out, and he said no to the cart. But if that's my franchise quarterback, I'm not letting him say no to the cart. I'm like, get your ass on the cart.
Get on the damn cart.
Get on the cart.
Yeah.
You're still on a rookie contract. Get on the cart.
Get on the cart. Yeah, yeah, because when they showed him going to the locker room or going into the X room, I'm like,
with the security guard.
Like he tore his Achilles with the way he's walking.
Well, I knew it couldn't have been. That's whenever I said I think it was a sprain, because I was like, there's no way they would have let him walk if they thought it was an ACL or a Achilles or anything like that.
I don't know. Only way I can say is unless he just didn't know. I don't know, but
so I saw a stat. So Jake Browning went absolutely bananas. It's not really much of a trivia question now because I already gave you the answer. In the NFL, of all the starting quarterbacks in the NFL, yep, Jake Browning had the most senior year of high school passing touchdowns. Guess how many passing touchdowns he had his senior year in high school?
Oh man, this has to be like he had the most.
Yeah, he had the most out of all of them. So Mahomes was in there. I think Mahomes was like 4 or 5.
For some wild numbers.
Yeah,
like 77.
I might butcher the number, but it's in the 90s. It's like 92 or 93.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's insane. So
you know what's crazy about that?
Yeah.
When he got to Washington, he went to Washington, didn't he? He couldn't throw for shit.
I know. He threw 92 touchdowns a senior year in high school.
Yeah.
But there was I can't remember who was 2, actually, or 2 or 3. Number 4, actually number 3 I think was Sam Howell. Which makes sense. Number 5 was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And number 4, segue right into it.
Here we go.
Number 4.
Oh boy.
Was a fella named Brock Purdy.
Oh God. How the hell did he end up at Iowa State?
He threw like 75 touchdowns his senior year of high school. They just looked at him.
Touchdowns left and right. Welcome to Iowa State.
They just looked at him.
Welcome to East. Yeah.
So let's go to flashback to last year, shall we?
Go ahead.
The last year, Niners lose Brock Purdy on like the 4th, 5th play of the game, whatever it was. Proceed to get our ass kicked. Well, offense gets their ass kicked. Defense still, the Eagles didn't really do much. They were able to run the football a little bit, but they didn't look great. Niners came out of that game thinking, we're better than that team. And there was a lot of shit talk for about a year. Well, January, so about the last 10 months or so. Mainly by Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Brent Williams, bunch of guys. Talking all that shit. Then Hassan Reddick, who's the one that broke Purdy's arm, he was talking last week about the Niners being a bunch of cry asses, basically, and said just line it up and let's see what happens. Well, we lined it up, we saw what happens, and the Niners beat the living shit out of the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia. So, now, this isn't to say this would have happened last year, but I'm going to say it. This would have happened last year. This is what would have happened. They came in, they had a game plan. Brandon Ayuk, or Deebo said that, what's his name? What's the shitty corner's name?
Bradbury.
Bradbury. He said Bradbury was dog shit? Yes, he's dog shit. Anyway, so Deebo Samuel.
Every time I looked up, Slay was getting torched too.
Yeah, Slay was getting murdered. Well, Slay don't want to tackle nobody. They're good coverage corners. They're not good playing against the way the Niners play, which is get receivers in space, catching the ball, and tackle them. They can't tackle.
Somebody in the media, I don't know if it was local Philly, lit them up about that, saying the corners just didn't want to tackle.
They can't tackle. And when you play the 49ers, they're number
Lakers
3.
Win.
Let's see. Ooh, no, 6 seconds left. Don't you spoil me. Sorry. Anthony Davis shooting free throws. I don't know what I was saying. Where was I?
Talking about the corners getting torched and
the Niners. So the Niners' number 3 receiver, their number 3 receiver, is known for just being a bully and taking your ass to the ground on every block it plays. Juwan Jennings. No corners want to play against the Niners. Nobody wants to tackle Deebo. Speaking of Deebo, so Deebo talked all the crap. Deebo ends up with 3 touchdowns. Deebo came in with the Black Air Forces, ready to play. And it's so beautiful when somebody talks crap and then backs it up. Because I was worried about it. I was worried about how Brock Purdy would do, especially when I saw the rain. I was like, it's rain in the forecast. Here we go. I was worried when the Niners went 3 and out. And then the Eagles went down like quick, but they got held to a field goal. Then the Niners went 3 and out. The Eagles went down all the way. then got held to a field goal.
First quarter was ugly.
First quarter, Niners had -6 yards, I believe.
Yep.
But that's why we play 4 quarters. Third drive of the game, took them all the way down the field. Touchdown number 1, touchdown number 2, touchdown number 3. What was it? 5 straight? 6 straight. 6 straight drives of touchdown.
6 straight.
In Philadelphia. Probably the most satisfying regular season win as a fan. Yep.
Anything else?
No, I'm just if this happened, if we recorded this Sunday night, I would have probably talked about this for just an hour. But it has mellowed out for a few days. It was so nice to humble Sirianni. I never watched the
absolutely.
I never watched the other team's press conferences or anything. I made sure to watch the Sirianni press conference.
He's such a fake tough guy.
Yeah, that's what I've been calling him all week. He's a fake tough guy.
He's a fake tough guy. He was talking shit for the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, I hope they win. Just to humble him. And then he's like apologizing. You can hear in the audio. I don't know if you could hear it when he met Shanahan in midfield. He's like apologizing to him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about that.
Who's
the
your daddy?
Big Tom thing.
Yeah. Who's your daddy? That's basically what Shanahan should have told him.
Okay. So Greenlaw suplexes the dude.
Like always. I mean, he takes everybody's suplex at him, and you know.
He did it to Pollard.
He does
in the Cowboys game.
That one was actually one of the more mellow ones.
Yeah.
It was like as the whistle blew. Really, like it could have been a goal.
How does he get thrown out though when the dude grabs him first?
Right. Yeah, they grabbed him first, and that's what the Niners have been pissed about. Yeah, and he didn't even he put his fist over there.
Yeah.
If he wanted to punch the guy, he would have punched the guy. He just gave him gave him a little fist, and then he pointed.
Yeah, I gave him a little fist.
I think he meant to point, but then he was like this, and then he was like, if I point, I'm gonna poke him in the eye, and then he pointed I don't know.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I was like, that's a trade the Eagles will take every day. I mean,
yeah.
Take out an all-pro linebacker for your security guard.
I was so happy to see Debo play well.
Yeah.
He is my second favorite player in the league. And everything that happened and all the talk and everything, he just absolutely lit them up.
He plays biggest in the biggest moment.
And it was awesome to see.
Yeah.
And I think personally, I kind of agree. It does take some shine off the win last year. Different teams, different seasons, but it's been what if. That's been the conversation since the game ended. What if? Oh. And then they go in there and whoop them. And I think it does take a little bit of shine off of it. And we talk about Jalen Hurts. And we've done our rankings, and we're like, it changes weekly, the top 4 or 5. We ranked them, things like that. And I've talked about it before, but you definitely saw it Sunday. If the first read is not there, he wants to hold the ball for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't always do that stuff.
Well, the Niners came in with a great game plan. The Niners always struggle with running quarterbacks. And I don't know. I rode Wilkes' ass pretty hard during the losing streak. But that game right there is the best the Niners have played against a running quarterback in this Shanahan era with these great defensive coordinators.
Yeah.
Because they contained on Bosa even said after the game, he said that it was a tough assignment that game because he said they couldn't just go after the quarterback, that they had to pressure the middle and contain and keep him in the pocket and make him throw. And that's what happens when you make him throw 45 times.
Well, and then every time he tried to take off, especially toward the middle, like Warner's just waiting on him.
Yeah, they were they would just contain, and they took away everything, and made him just throw the ball down the field. And other than those first 2 drives when they drove right down the field, and they got held though to 3. If the Eagles didn't get held to field goals those first 2 drives, it could have went completely different. But the Niners defense is so damn good, they closed the door.
Yeah, their corners they do a real good job staying sticky and playing the ball.
Yeah, Ward is awesome. If Ward plays against receivers that are about his size, like big receivers, he's really good against big receivers because he's not the fastest guy.
Yeah.
Like somebody said something about if the Niners have to play the Dolphins. Tyreek will give them fits. That's just because he's Tyreek.
He gives everybody fits, yeah.
Like little fast receivers, though, I'd worry about with Ward. But these big guys like DK, he shuts down DK.
Yeah. Well, Niners get a very impressive win.
We talked about everybody on the team, though, except one guy.
Who are you thinking of?
Brock Purdy.
Well, that's a good mention. It segues right into our next segment, the MVP conversation. It's been a conversation since yesterday morning. People giving their top fives, who's the favorites, opinions why this person should be, this person shouldn't be. I brought up Brock Purdy for MVP first month of the season, maybe. When I mentioned that, I asked you the question on here, should he not be getting more consideration? I'm not going to ask you that now. I'm going to ask you, is he in first place for MVP?
I don't know how he shouldn't be. I don't know how he wouldn't be. Yes, the Niners have good offensive players. Mahomes won MVP when he had Tyreek and Kelsey.
Yep.
The MVP is a quarterback's award. It is what it is. It's a quarterback's award.
Yeah, because people can put Tyreek in it. Tyreek's not going to win it.
No, if Tyreek finishes like 2,100 yards, he might finish second place. He's still not going to win.
No. It's just offensive player of the year. Here you go. You're not going to win MVP.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
Yeah.
But his numbers are ridiculous.
Yep.
And like that game, Debo took 2 screens to the house. But there was still a ton of third downs and big throws that he had to make, and he made them. And nobody ever talks about those. They're just like, oh, Debo took off, and that's where he had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns right there. He averages more yards per attempt than anybody in the NFL. Yards per attempt, not yards per completion. That has nothing to do with yak. Like yards, air yards. He leads the league in air yards. So it's not. He's not just throwing screens every time. I got a bunch of stats here.
Go ahead.
So Brock leads the league in QBR, passer rating, yards per completion, touchdown percentage, completion percentage, air yards per attempt, as I just said. His 9.59 yards per attempt are the most through 12 games in NFL history. NFL history. The other quarterbacks who had those numbers, 2011, Aaron Rodgers, won MVP. 2004, Peyton Manning, won MVP. 1988, Boomer Esiason, won MVP. 1984, Dan Marino, MVP. There's some names. He has 4 games this season with 3 touchdown passes and a 140-plus rating. That's tied with Tom Brady in 2007, Aaron Rodgers in 2011 for the most in those games in regular NFL season history. Brady and Rodgers won MVP this season. Do I have anything else? Oh, so if you look at the top 8 quarterback ratings this year, number 1, Brock Purdy, 158.3. Number 5, Brock Purdy, 148.9. Number 6, Brock Purdy, 148.8. Number 8, Brock Purdy, 144.4. Also, if you want to talk about the yak yards, because that's all people just assume because they have Kittle and Ayuk and
That's
Debo.
been the argument since yesterday morning.
People want to talk about the yak yards.
Yeah.
49ers are 11th in team yak. The Chiefs are first. Everybody still talks about how great Patrick Mahomes is. Well, guess what? All of his yards are after the catch. Not throwing open guys that are going down yards of catch. Also, one more. He's on pace to throw for 4,500 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. Only 8 players have ever done that in NFL history. 3 won MVP, 3 are named Tom Brady, 1 is named Aaron Rodgers, and 1 is named Patrick Mahomes. His numbers are insane this year. They're insane.
Yeah.
If he was a top 5 draft pick 2 years ago, he was a top 5 draft pick. Everybody would be talking about him completely different. Completely different. And nobody can say they wouldn't be. If he came in with that pedigree. But everybody still just says he's system guy.
Well, that's what's funny about those stats is that's been the argument you heard the last 2 days is that, he just does a bunch of slants and screens and those guys all run 50, 60 yards. Okay, give me what would be your top? I'll say top 5. Give me your top 3 MVP right now.
One last thing. So the another reason that he should be MVP are 2 of the other ones in the top 5. He put up 42 on each of their teams. So
yeah, I wish I had that stat, like the combined Eagles and Cowboys game, the score
is 84-29,
and then you get though in the Jags game.
Yeah, and so in those 3 games, in the 3 games against the 3 best teams that they've played, 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah,
scored 30 plus in every game, 42 twice. Actually,
he is.
Yeah.
He's first in my ranking right now.
He has to be. It's stupid. If he's not first in anybody's ranking, they're ridiculous. Now, Dak is close. Dak's having a great year.
I keep seeing Dak mentioned first. I'm a Cowboy, obviously, Cowboys guy. I've never had Dak first. I've never considered him to be first. You want to put him, I don't know, second? You want to put him third with what's going on right now in the league? Fine with that. He's not first.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Brock. I'll put Dak second and third. Maybe Hurts. I can't put Tyreek because he's not going to win it. I don't think Mahomes is in it now.
Mahomes not in it right now.
Unless off the top of my head I'm forgetting somebody. But I would probably go, Brock, Dak, and Hurts. Just based on.
But then, like, if that's the top 3, one of them shined against the other 2. Like, just
100%.
How many touchdowns are against? I know you don't want to hear, but how many touchdowns? Honestly, was it 4 or 3 against Dallas?
4 is 4.
So it's 8 touchdowns against the best teams in the NFC.
Well, obviously I watched that game. I watched the Eagles game. He made every throw that you can make across the field. Especially when it was 6-0 Eagles, and it was 3rd and 5.
He struggled, but the whole team struggled. They all struggled. 3rd
and 7, and he was making some throws on the sideline to Ayuk to keep moving the chains.
Yeah, that third drive of the game.
Oh yeah. So I absolutely
he throws the Kittle, the wheel route that he threw. I know, and people want to talk about CMC is CMC is like the main one that they keep talking about. That CMC is the best player of the. But yeah, I mean that's true. What would the Cowboys be without CeeDee Lamb?
Oh God.
What would the Eagles be without AJ Brown? I mean, it is what it is. There's great players all over the place. You want to be a great team.
Yeah.
Yes, McCaffrey's great. Yes, the offense pretty much goes through him, but the quarterback's still going to make throws. Like, he threw for 314 yards, and McCaffrey had 40 of them. So 270 yards went to other people.
I give him a lot of credit, too. He does a great job spreading the ball around to everybody. And it seemed like every game it's somebody different.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's weird, too, because knock on wood for you. But it's like the one team you can think of with that many weapons that nobody's pissed off.
Yeah. That's always been that way. But, yeah, it's crazy that they're actually getting the ball this year. Because they've had weapons before with Jimmy. They've had these weapons. Other than McCaffrey. They had McCaffrey for a few games with Jimmy. They've never been able to get Ozzy out of the ball.
If A.J. Brown doesn't get the ball for a game, he's bitching.
Yeah.
And there's games where Debo doesn't do anything. There's games where Ayuk doesn't do anything. Kittle will go 2 games without doing anything.
Yep.
And you don't hear anything. So I give him a nod to he spreads the ball around as best he can and try to keep everybody happy. But yeah, I think he's got to be first right now. Okay. I believe that is all for week 13. How are we looking?
We're at 43 minutes, and I just realized I never did get the wheel ready. So let me get the wheel ready while we can just talk here.
Yeah, it's gonna talk. We're gonna spin the wheel again. We're trying to spin the wheel every week, which is probably my favorite thing to do. We're gonna do another blind power ranking of quarterbacks. We did this back in week 3, and we only did 5. We're gonna do 10 this time.
10 each.
We're at 10 each, and things have changed. And some guys have dipped. Guys have gotten better. So let's see who we get, and let's see where we place these guys.
Yep.
Let's see if you can get a better hand with the wheel, because you've been kind of screwed over the past 2 or 3 times we've done this.
I always get screwed over on this. Now I'm currently typing in 32 quarterbacks' names, so we're gonna have to buy some time here because I'm not cutting. We're not. I don't like.
That's fine. Do 32.
I don't like cutting.
We said too we were gonna do like a Christmas. Try to do some Christmas every episode, but with the wheel and We want to talk Niners, Eagles for a bit. We're going to bring back some Christmas stuff next week, whether we do Christmas songs, Christmas characters.
Is Tommy DeVito still starting?
Yeah, I saw where he started Tyrod's on the bench.
And I'm like, Giants, Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, I saw somebody meeting guy was so mad that Tyrod was back on the bench.
Yeah.
Which I do kind of feel bad for Tyrod, man. After the doctor tried to kill him, and then
the doctor did try to kill him.
Tried to kill him, and then he lost the. He gets hurt again, and then loses the job. Tommy DeVito, the Italian meatball, Tommy DeVito. You know, that's a tough way to go out.
What divisions left? Oh, we got Jordan Love,
Goff, Dobbs, Fields.
Off to the AFC now. Let's go AFC East. Who the hell's the starting quarterback for the Jets now?
It's
Simeon?
Zach Wilson. It's Zach Wilson. No, it's Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson ain't gonna play week.
I think he is.
Oh boy.
I think so.
All right, well, we'll do it. Zach Wilson. We got Tua. I'm
Josh
not trying to spell your
Allen.
last name. Josh Allen.
Bailey Zappi.
Some of these quarterbacks. Good
Can't wait to
lord.
Bailey Zappi.
Oh yeah.
And
I'm still gonna put Pickett because he just got hurt.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll pick it up.
We'll go Lamar. We've got the Washington kid. I done forgot his name. That just
Sam Howell.
Huh?
Who did you say? Which one are you doing? You doing the Commanders or what?
No, I'm over at AFC now.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said I didn't mean the Commanders. My bad.
No.
Yeah, Jake Browning.
Jake Browning, Kenny Pickett, Lamar, and who's the Browns rolling with this week?
Joe Flacco.
Is it still Joe Flacco?
Put him in there.
Oh Lord. We got Trevor. I'm still going Trevor.
Terrible. He didn't look terrible.
CJ Stroud. We're going Will Levis. What's left?
Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. Now the AFC West. We've got
And
Patrick Mahomes. We've got
Aiden O'Connell. Russ.
And the legend himself, Justin Herbert. All right, there's all 32 quarterbacks.
Boom.
Boom. There they are.
Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Hey.
You want to go first?
So we're going 10 each.
10 each.
There we go. Let's do it.
Can't wait. Are you
Boom.
first or what?
Oh yeah, because my team always sucks. We don't need it to suck though. We just need it accurate. We're just going for accurate here. Of course I get Kenny Pickett first.
You Kenny Pickett? Oh God.
Oh boy. I'm going low.
Yeah, yeah.
But how low? Because there's some bad ones.
Yeah, there are, and
I'm going 7.
just not a. Okay, I think that's where I put him.
Going 7. All right, we'll shuffle once. Boom. Your first quarterback is. Did you see it in your future or something? The one quarterback you mentioned.
Wow. Sam Howell.
Sam Howell. That's an interesting one.
I like Sam Howell.
Mm-hmm.
He shows potential, and then he looks terrible.
Yeah, that's
because of that, we're putting number 5.
Yeah, that's right where he belongs, probably.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I didn't shuffle, but we'll see what happens. Shuffling.
Stupid shuffle.
I think I got Bryce Young last time we did this.
You did?
Oh, Bryce Young. Haven't liked what I've seen.
No, it doesn't look great. Didn't look great against Tampa either.
Definitely better than Pickett.
The one thing about him, like in the pocket, I know it's NFL and everything, but like at Bama, man, he would stand in the pocket, pressure. He takes shots, accurately throw the football. He didn't look like that guy at all.
Now when he stands in the pocket, he looks like this.
He's a tiny little fella.
He looks real small. I'm gonna go 5. I want to leave a gap between Pickett and Bryce.
Yeah.
So we'll go 5. Right. Shuffle. Boom. You get Trevor Lawrence.
Oh boy, this is interesting. Because I like Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, he hasn't looked the best he could look. But I don't know who I'm going to get. But I have confidence that I can get maybe something a little better. Put him at number 3.
That's probably what I would do.
I thought about 2, but I was like, oh, no, let me drop it. Let's go 3.
Yeah. 3 might be a regret, but I think 3 is the right number.
It'd be all right.
I mean, we're drawing 17 more.
You don't know. You don't know.
All right, here we
Living
go.
dangerously. Living on the edge.
On the edge. Oh my! I was actually about to say, "Give me Zach Wilson," and here he is. I'm still getting terrible quarterbacks. I gotta go 10. I don't know. I don't know who's worse. I don't know who's worse than Zach Wilson. Who would be worse? Tommy DeVito?
I mean, he was inactive.
Yeah, he's inactive. Yeah, I'm going 10. All right, I better start getting some good ones. Jalen Hurts.
Oh, this is interesting. This is just becomes. Do you think you get a top guy at this point?
Right. And how many would even go up there?
And some people think he's the best quarterback in the league.
Some do.
I don't know if I do. But I don't know who I'm going to get. I'm going to put him. You know what? I'm going to put him number 1.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna seal that off because I just don't know what I'm gonna get.
There's only a few, like 2 or 3.
Yeah, there's not many. And he's a winner. You can say that about him. He's a winner.
Except when the Niners come to town when everybody's healthy.
Well, would you take Brock Purdy over Jalen Hurts right now?
In my system, yeah. I've seen what Shanahan does with a fast quarterback. Oh, here we go. Jordan Love.
Oh, boy.
My apologies.
He would have been 10th.
He would have. Look, if this was 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm going 4.
I kind of like it.
Putting him above Bryce Young. Why is this a different color? Are you not in the middle? What are you doing over there? Is it not black? Okay. All right. Fine with that.
Okay. That's funny you got him.
It's funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh, boy. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate.
You know
Why are you getting all the good ones?
I
Above
believe in this
or
guy.
below Trevor Lawrence?
I believe in him. He's making all the throws. He's been pretty consistent. I'm putting him number 2.
I tell you what. I mean, I'm glad we're not just taking. We're going for accuracy here, not for who has the best team. But if we went for who has the best team, I've got no chance again. Like I never.
Well, I mean, if you reel off Mahomes, if you reel off Josh Allen, Dak, you got a shot here.
Yeah, I got to get all 3. I got to get all 3 first.
Yeah, you do. You got
to get all 3.
Opportunity here.
All right. Got to get all 3. Give me one of them. Aiden O'Connell. Here we go. Kyler.
You got to.
Kyler Murray, who I'm not a fan of.
No.
Not a fan of at all.
He's kind of.
However, I wish I left a gap between Love and Young because I actually would rather have Love than Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I would too.
But I don't think I'd rather have Bryce Young than Kyler Murray. Or maybe I would. I've seen Kyler Murray. I've seen Kyler Murray, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Bryce Young still has some potential. I'm putting Kyler at 6.
Okay.
I am risking it that I'm going to get some good quarterbacks.
You're filling that middle up.
Yeah, it's bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. You never want to... You want to leave some space, and I'm not doing that. Mine sucks every time. The wheel is unkind to its creator. I should have made the screen a little bigger, by the way. Guess I did.
Don't do that to me.
There you go.
Okay, I thought I was gonna get that. I was like, oh no. Aiden O'Connell. He hasn't looked terrible. He's kind of managing things a little bit. I don't know how big his ceiling is. Oh man. I need some suck though. I need some suckage. Let's put him at let's go 8.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna put him. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
Detroit's favorite here, AOC.
Yeah.
Loves it. All right, here we go. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Give me something. Oh my God, I can't get out of the mid.
You got this. Oh boy.
I should have left some space.
It's tough.
I can't put him up high. It's going below Kenny Pickett.
He's gonna be 8.
Has to be.
You're building a house with no roof, my friend.
no roof whatsoever. I got the foundation. Foundation's doing great.
Yeah. I got no legs.
Oh,
I got the roof.
All right, here's yours. Here comes Dak or Josh Allen.
Here's Mahomes.
It almost was. Russ or Stafford? Russ or Stafford? Looks like Stafford.
Stafford. Oh, man. Okay. Stafford has looked good. He's looked good at times, man. He's still accurate with the football. If he can stay healthy.
Sam Howell reminds me of a young Stafford.
Kind of does, but I think I still give Stafford 4.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right, so now you can't get anything good.
No, I have to suck.
Yeah, you're going for the suck now.
Yeah, I need some suck.
I have to have 3 out of 4 great ones.
Our lists just look it's funny how opposite they look.
I know. Oh boy. My God. I'll get Dobbs again.
You got Dobbs last time. Yeah. Yeah. The foundation, fantastic.
I mean, like I don't think this is all that inaccurate.
No, it's fortified as hell. Your foundation.
I mean, I feel pretty solid about the order here.
Yeah.
It's just I'm out of options. All right, you need suck.
I need some suck.
You need below Sam Howell.
Please don't give me.
I'm gonna have Tommy DeVito number 1. Russell Wilson. Russell Hustle and Bustle.
I'm just going in order here. Russ hasn't looked bad. I mean, he's bounced back a little bit from last year. Still doesn't look great at times. He doesn't escape as well as he used to. I put him at 6.
I would have put him at 7 just because there's still some good boys out there.
Yeah, but
look at me. Who am I? Who am I to judge?
I probably won't get anything else.
All right. Who's even left at his top 3 caliber? We got Mahomes,
Josh Allen,
Lamar,
Tua,
Dak, Josh Allen.
You got some
Herbert,
options.
Tua. I mean,
Yeah,
even golf would be top 3 in my.
Exactly. This is your time.
It's my time to shine. Here we go.
Your time.
Let's do it.
You're due.
Tommy DeVito. I knew it. I'm about to just put him at 1.
He's looked pretty good the last couple weeks. He's
remember
some good ball.
The first game when they wouldn't let him throw beyond the line of scrimmage, and I was like, the man threw for like 300 yards in preseason. He's capable of.
His mom makes his bed for him. Isn't the quarterback when it came out? His mom makes his bed. Yeah, you gotta get DeVito. DeVito.
I'm sure his family could kick all these other families' asses.
Have you seen him? Absolutely.
All right.
100%. Let's get some suck. Let's get some suck.
At least this ruins your list.
Oh, no. Yeah, 7. Okay.
Well,
that
certainly throws a wrinkle into your accuracy.
Yeah, what the hell do you do there, you know? What do you do?
Stay on deck. Stay on deck. Stay on deck. It's good in the fields.
God.
Just one great one, please. My wheel sucks every week. Every week. Josh Allen, you're getting on my good one. It's like you're addicted to getting good players, no matter like what no matter what we're doing.
You know what? He can't beat Mahomes. 9.
I need a 1 and you need a 10.
Good Lord.
This wheel has not been kind.
You're going to get Bailey Zappi.
Derek Carr. Perfect. Just.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Somebody's going to see this and be excited.
Wheel I've ever seen him on.
All right, so the funny thing is Derek Carr might be number 1. That might be accurate on this team.
You know, on this team,
Jordan Love's probably my number 1 on this team.
Would you take Jordan Love first here?
I think I would.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I would too. Brutal. All right, who's your number 10? Worst quarterback in the NFL is.
Let's finish it off with 2 or something like that.
Joe Flacco.
Perfect. Dead last.
So you got
one thing that works out well.
Mahomes, Allen, Purdy, and Hurts. 4 of the top, 6, 7 quarterbacks right now?
I mean, Trevor.
Yeah,
Trevor. Man.
So you got 5 of the top 10 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I didn't get my best quarterback is probably not even the top 16.
That's unbelievable. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Dang it, I didn't make this for you. Didn't look at my stream while I was doing this. My apologies to the people watching that it wasn't nice and pretty for you folks. Anyways, that's that. Maybe the wheel needs to take a week off. Maybe we just need to take a week off. Put it in neutral. Let it set for a little bit. Let the engine cool. Oh.
I think you're right. I'm pretty satisfied for the most part. A couple things on the bottom I like to redo, but a lot of talent there, a lot of focus.
Okay, so let's reshuffle yours. Who's number 1?
Oh God, man. I still think here you gotta get Mahomes number 1.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
we're gonna reshuffle here.
Yeah.
So you got Mahomes.
I think so.
Okay, who's number 2?
Oh boy.
Since you got all these good ones.
This is hard. I'm gonna go Hurts too.
Okay. 3.
This is where it gets interesting. Because Josh Allen physically, and when he's right, you could put him number 1.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of times, man, he turns the ball over and things like that. I'm gonna go Allen 3.
Allen's numbers this year are still pretty nuts. If they go on a run, like win out, beat Kansas City this week, win out, and he keeps putting up crazy numbers, he's got a chance to sneak into an MVP.
He was a machine in the Philly game. It's a machine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Purdy's 4.
It was Lawrence.
5.
And then you get into the suck. Well, Stafford.
The Stafford 6. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yep. And then Russ, AOC, and Flacco.
Joe. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Look at all that talent.
It's a lot of talent. Meanwhile,
it's like a damn Pro Bowl roster.
Meanwhile, I'm going Jordan Love. Jordan Love number 1. I don't even know who I go number 2.
Where's Tommy DeVito?
I mean, he's above Zach Wilson.
Yeah, well, who is it? He was an actor.
He might even be above Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. That's tough, man. Because in a perfect world, you would love to say Bryce Young's number 1. Or even number 2. And
Yep. Anyways, cover that baby up on the stream anyway. You can still see him. Covered up on the stream. We doing picks? Oh no, I gotta bring it back. Gotta do the picks.
Make some picks. Week 14, make some picks.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Week 14 picks. Let's get this
lined
up here. Lined up-ish. Let's see what. There we go. Beautiful. So last week, Mike had a good week. Well, decent week. 7-5. I had a terrible week. Went 4-8. We did have a draw in there, thanks to the Chargers.
Patriots.
Chargers Patriots thriller was -6, and they just scored those 6. So that's all they went for was this. Has there ever been a spread that hit? Has there been a game where the total points in the game hit the spread exactly?
Great question.
I feel like that's probably never happened. Because like you could probably see like a team being like a 17-point favorite and then winning 17-0.
Yeah.
But 6 6-0 in the National Football League. 6.
I must have been going 65 tops.
Oh, and fitting enough, our first game here Thursday night are the Patriots, who are a 6-point underdog again. This has 6-0 written all over it.
It really does. There's just, I mean, it's Mitch Trubisky versus Bailey Zappi on a short week.
All right, what's the total? I gotta check the total.
31.5.
You got it already. There's no way they're scoring 31.
No, is that
Block
right?
of the century. There's no way.
That's got to be the lowest in history. That 31.5.
There's no way they're hitting that.
Okay.
I might tease it down 10 points.
I am taking the Steelers. Just because, I mean, that's like...
Just because the Patriots aren't going to score points?
They haven't scored a touchdown in like 3 weeks, or haven't scored over 10 points in like 3 weeks or something like that. Well, I mean, if it's like 10-3, I could see 13-3, something like that.
Yeah, I'm going 13-3. That's my final. What to say?
Okay, Rams or Ravens. Ravens favored by 7.5. It's an interesting spread.
I will say what I always say: Baltimore at home will whip their ass. So that's what I'm going with. This is going to be a 31-13.
Yeah, I think this is a game. Yeah, I agree. I'm going Ravens. I think this is a game defense can get after Stafford a little bit. They can control the run game, suffocate them a little bit. I don't see the Rams putting up 30 like they have been lately.
No.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Panthers at the Saints. Saints are a 5.5-point favorite. You'd think they'd be a little bit more of a favorite, but I guess they don't know the quarterback situation.
I'm taking the Saints because I assume they're starting Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
It's more Jameis, more Taysom Hill. And I think their defense will hold the Panthers down. Give me the Saints.
Let's try to get Thielen on the ball. We're going to go Saints as well.
Yeah. Colts at the Bengals. Interesting game here.
Mm-hmm.
Colts favored by 3 on the road.
3.
I have 3.
I just did 1.5.
I got Colts plus 3.
On FanDuel?
Yeah.
What changed? I just put this in. Let me see.
I was even.
Let me see this.
I was listening to something last night and said it moved to 3 after.
It's showing 1.5 on FanDuel's book right now. Live book.
Let's go by yours then.
Look at it.
I believe you. Let's go by yours.
I can't see it.
Let's go by yours.
I can't see it.
Let's go by the spread you have.
Okay, I'm going 1.5.
Mine could be wrong, I guess.
I don't know. This is an I don't know game.
This is a tough game. I mean, here's the thing.
If I think at this point Brown and go off.
Well, I mean, will people like overcorrect and go Bengals because of the Browning game they saw?
Yeah.
Well, how likely is that to happen again? Colts are feisty.
Colts are feisty. I'm taking the Colts. Gardner Minshew.
I am too.
All right, so we've agreed on everything.
Yeah, that's going to change here real quick.
Jags. My turn or your turn?
You can read them off, or you can see them a little better.
Me, you. It's me. It's me. What are you doing?
That's what I said. You go ahead and read them off. Read them off, so because you can see them better than I can.
Got bad eyes over there?
Yeah, I can't see.
Get this guy some glasses.
I can't see.
Off the cuff on the side of them, right there, embroidered. Jags at Browns. Browns are a 3-point favorite. And Trevor's not playing. I can't imagine he's playing.
By the way, yeah. Anytime, like you sports, basketball, baseball, football, high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
You get a high ankle sprain, you're out for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, oh, he might be back this week. There's no way. For a high ankle? No way.
CJ Beathard. I need a chance to talk about CJ Beathard real quick. CJ Beathard came in. Was it the first play when he took off running? Pretty sure it's first play.
I think so.
First play.
That when he fumbled?
Yeah, this man takes off running on the first play. Gets hit. Fumbles. Hurt. Instantly. And I was like, this was Kyle Shanahan's first season in San Francisco. This is what it looked like. It was CJ Beathard coming in with a terrible offensive line, running around and getting hurt. The game he played at Washington, he was hurt the whole game, and I think they won like 13-0 or something like that. 13-10, I can't remember, but he was hurt the whole game, and he was getting killed the whole game, and Shanahan just kept him in there because he knew he wasn't the future. Just get through the game, bub. Anyways, needed a chance because I was like, man, CJ Beathard still has never changed. He risks his whole body, and it's still terrible.
CJ Beathard from?
Iowa. He came in with Kittle.
He still plays quarterback like he's quarterbacking at Iowa.
Exactly. That's how he plays.
Unbelievable. Give me the Browns.
Okay. Yeah. Browns. Yeah. If it's a CJ Beathard versus Joe Flacco.
I'm just totally banking on the Browns defense to show up a little bit here. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm going Browns too. I think they might beat them, even if it's Lawrence versus Flacco.
It's bad weather. It might rain. I think it is supposed to rain Sunday.
And I've seen how the Jaguars play in the rain. I was there.
Exactly. Yeah.
It wasn't really raining much, but it was a crappy day. Do you want me to do these?
I can see. Okay, I can see this. Bucks at the Falcons. Falcons favored by, again, 2.5.
Are you looking at my screen?
I am.
Okay. You should be. I just zoomed in a little bit more.
Because if these are wrong, I don't want to mess with it. So.
Okay. Bucks at Falcons 2.5. I'll take the Falcons.
I'm also taking the Falcons.
Even though they're starting their own quarterback.
Yeah.
Lions 3-point favorite in Chicago. Last time these two played, it went a little.
Taking the Bears.
Yeah. Last time they played, it was interesting. Lions should not have won that game.
Nope. Taking the Bears.
The Lions shouldn't have won that game, and they did. The Lions winning, the New Orleans went up big and then barely held on. They're pesky. I'm going to take the Lions.
Okay.
The Bears are trash.
Texans at the Jets. Texas favored by 5.5.
Oh, this is the Cal Shanahan defensive coordinator shootout.
It's a good little test for Stroud.
Nico versus Saleh. A couple of third-round draft picks sent to the 49ers for these guys.
We don't know who the quarterback's going to be for the Jets. A lot of mystery and conversation around that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I'm glad this game is this week and not next week because...
How would you feel to be a wide receiver? Like, how would you feel to be Garrett Wilson right now?
Yeah. Anybody. Well, the running backs.
Yeah, man.
I'm taking the Texans. I think the only way that the Jets have a chance to even cover is Stroud making a couple rookie mistakes against a great defense.
It's kind of what I'm thinking about here.
I'm just glad it's this week and a meaningless week and not next week when the fantasy playoffs. I'm so glad it's week 14.
I'm taking the Jets.
Jets. Jets.
Jets. That's you.
Seahawks at the 49ers. 49ers are a 10.5-point favorite. What were they in Seattle? 8.5? Can't remember.
Yeah, 8.5.
Now 10.5 at home.
On my FanDuel, I have 12.5. So
really,
has it come down?
Has to be because I'm looking at the live in the app book that you can
come
bet
down
right
2
now.
Points.
That seems crazy.
Seahawks did play them tough in Seattle. That's not happening again. Give me the Niners.
I mean, they played them tough for a few minutes, but they still won by like 18.
I know, but it helped with my where I went with it.
There you go. So you went 49ers?
Yeah, absolutely.
The only here's my fear. Ready for my fear? When the
It's paranoia, the fan paranoia coming out of you right
now. Well, I mean, it's happened this year. So the Niners' biggest game of the year was the Cowboys, 40-10. Yep. After that game, lost 3 in a row. So they were at the top of the mountain, and everybody was looking up at them. And then they go on a 3-game skid.
They had injuries.
They had Debo go down, Trent went down, and it was a road trip. So all those.
And the Cowboys game was their Super Bowl.
Shut your face. They just played their Super Bowl. Their second Super Bowl. No, as long as they end up in Vegas, that's all that matters.
Second Super Bowl. Niners are going to win this game by at least 2 touchdowns. So there you go.
I mean, there would have to be some fluky stuff, I think, for the Niners, and they just have to come out non-prepared. But I'm just glad
Seahawks used up all the fluky and all the stuff for the Cowboys game.
I need the Seahawks to at least. I need Seahawks to get their ass kicked. That way, next week when they host the Eagles on Monday Night Football, they got something to play for.
That's true too.
And they'll come out upset. Anyways, I'm going Niners.
All right. That's an interesting one. Vikings at the Raiders. Vikings favored by 3.
Very, 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 very interesting.
Return of Justin Jefferson.
Yep, it is, and for that reason, that's all I needed to hear.
Vikings, man, just don't look good.
Nope, they look like trash. I was going to pick the Raiders, then you said that, and I was like, yep, I remember.
I'm taking the Raiders.
It's the man I traded for.
Taking the Raiders. Yeah, you did.
Oops.
Who would trade him?
Oops, Raiders. Who would do that? Broncos at the Chargers. Chargers are a 2.5-point favorite.
That's a stinky line.
It's very stinky.
I don't like that line.
Broncos been playing better football than the Chargers have, but it is in L.A. Almost said San Diego. But the Chargers aren't very good, and they don't have a home field.
Would you bet like if you were given any kind of scenario, like what happened this game, like Chargers win 40-0, Broncos win 40-0, like Bain shows up and blows the field up, would you be like, yep, that's going to happen?
Yeah.
Anything can happen in this game.
Anything.
I'm taking the Broncos. Hey, they're playing good football.
I mean, the Chargers are just poorly coached.
Yeah.
And the Broncos, I don't think they are badly coached anymore. I'm taking the Broncos too. I think I said last week, I'm not taking the Chargers again.
Yeah.
I think I said that last week, and then I took the Chargers. Did I take the Chargers last week?
We both did.
No, we both took the Patriots.
Oh, we did take the Patriots. That's right. Yeah, it's when we said we're never taking them again.
Yeah, so I'm sticking to it.
Bills at the Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 2.5. Give me the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Bills.
Arrowhead is just a house of horrors for the Bills.
I'm taking the Bills. I don't know why. I'm just the Bills got to win. This is their Super Bowl.
You believe.
This is their Super Bowl. They have to go balls to the wall for this game. Otherwise, they're out of the playoffs.
True.
So
you know what? I would agree with you more if the Chiefs just didn't lose that game in Lambeau. So they're going to want to respond, especially at home.
But the Bills also blew that game in Philly. Can't do it again.
That's true.
Let's save that one. Let's get these 2 shitty Monday Night Football games out.
Cool.
So Monday Night Football, we got a doubleheader, and they're both dog ass. Titans at Dolphins. Dolphins are a 13.5-point favorite. There's 0 chance in the world that the Dolphins aren't going to score 50 points.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know when you want to shoot that night because we can go anytime with those 2 games.
These are bad.
Yeah, give me the Dolphins.
There's no way Titans can keep up with them.
A random night where Vrabel pulls something out.
No, it might be a random Will Levis 4-touchdown game.
Yeah, but Dolphins at home. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. This is kind of an interesting spread. Packers at the Giants. Packers favored by 6.5.
Tommy DeVito.
I'm taking the Giants.
I kind of want to take the Giants too because we're kind of.
I don't think they're going to win.
I don't think they are either. The hype train on the Packers.
Closer
than the experts think. But
like, could you easily see like Packers win that game like 24-20?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can definitely see that. However, they're going to win this game 27-17, led by my number 1 power ranking quarterback, should be Jordan Love. I typed in Jordan Love. I'm
The
back.
biggest Jordan Love fan now.
I'm in on Jordan Love for now. I think I even ended a show by saying Love sucks.
You did.
I
And
ended.
you personally hated his guts.
It was terrible.
Oh God.
He's if he gets outshined by Tommy DeVito, then I'm back out. All right, Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys, the number 1 seed in the NFL. Philadelphia Eagles are a 3.5-point dog in Dallas.
Cowboys.
Ooh.
I told you 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, Cowboys are going to win this game in Dallas. I've not lost any confidence in that. I think they beat them 5 times in a row. I think it's 5. It's going to be 6.
Well, when was the last Cowboys home loss?
Oh man, that's a good question. Did you know they have the longest winning streak at home in the NFL right now?
Yeah, and I also know when the last home loss was.
Oh God, who was it? Probably the Niners.
Niners in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's great.
They've lost home since though. They have not lost
funny.
at home since Trent Williams pointed at the fan laughing at him.
It doesn't feel that long ago. You remember, wasn't it long ago when they played like Monday night against the Bears and they got killed and it was half Bears fans and everybody was saying it's not a home field advantage and the visiting team takes over. Those days are kind of gone.
Oh.
They fill that place up now with their fans. Except when like the Niners come and it's like red everywhere. But
I too am taking the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of hope on that one as well, just because it means the 49ers are currently in 1 seed if that happens.
I just think
and that means the Cowboys are the 2 seed if that happens.
There's certain teams that can give the Eagles problems based on how they want to play. If the Bills' defense was worth anything, they win that game in Philly because Josh Allen's throwing downfield up the middle, and they're soft up the middle.
Was worth anything? They would have lost both of those games.
Exactly. The way the Cowboys are playing and the way the offense looks now, they should have won a game in Philly. The Niners had success throwing the football. And Dak's going to do the same thing Sunday night, throw the football downfield. Those are the kind of teams going to give him problems, and I think they'll win that game.
I think the Niners also kind of gave the league the blueprint on how to contain Hurts in the pocket. And the funny thing, so usually after a game, you don't hear a lot of players talk about scheme and details just because they probably don't want to give anything away.
You're right.
Bosa, Warner, like every single defensive player that came to the podium after the game talked about how they contained Hurts and what their game plan was. Like they talked about it. And it's almost like they were just telling the league, hey, this is what you got to do because they know that they need the Eagles to win another or lose another game or two to get the 1 seed.
I mean, and that's like what a guy like Micah Parsons needs to listen to and needs to hear. Don't come at him with your hair on fire.
Yeah.
You're going to have to contain him. Keep him in the pocket. Be sticky with the receiver, especially first read type stuff. They love to throw a million slants.
Mm-hmm.
Either a million slants or it's third down, they're going to heave it up for a go route and a prayer ball. That's kind of stuff you got to watch for, and I think you can play with them. But I think the Cowboys can win that game by a touchdown. Calling right now.
I think it might be a Cowboys blowout.
Think they're going to blow them out?
I think it might be a blowout. Man, when I say blowout, I mean 2 scores.
Yeah.
I can see them winning that game like 31-20.
Yeah, I can see something like that.
I could also see the Eagles winning that game 38-34 and it wouldn't surprise anybody. Kind of going the same way that the Seahawks game just went.
Well, secondary's got to play better. That's for sure.
Yep.
So, all right.
College football.
What about it?
What do you think of that top 4?
Oh, man. How much time? Where are we at on time?
125. Well, average 25.
We can get 130 here. It doesn't surprise me. I said it the night before. I said the top 4 is going to be what it was.
Yeah, I said the same top 4, yeah.
There's no way they were going to leave out an SEC champion.
No chance.
There's
With
absolutely
one
no
loss,
way.
they just beat the only team, the back-to-back champion. There's no way they would.
There's just, well, a lot of politics involved and money and these networks and everything. And there is a rule, they have a clause, and they've had it in there for years with the committee about if a coach or a player is out,
Yeah.
that can change their look on things.
Like, yeah, I get it. It sucks. I get it that FSU probably deserved to be in the top 4.
Yeah.
But they were going to get their ass kicked. Is what it is.
Here's the problem, though. Here's what I think they probably wanted to do, but they couldn't do it. If they could get away with putting Bama at 3 and FSU at 4,
yeah,
they would have done it, but they couldn't do it because Texas beat Bama.
Yeah, that screwed up everything for sure. I agree.
That dicked up the whole thing because they could have easily let because the Big 12 sucked this year.
Yeah.
They could have easily left out the Big 12.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, the fact that Texas beat Bama
screwed it up.
Threw a wrinkle into the whole thing. It's just crazy that Georgia was number 1 team in the country the entire year. They lose a close game that comes down to the wire to one of the best, the best coach of all time, one of the best teams in college football.
Yeah,
and they're not even in it. It's crazy, like all the things that had to happen for them to not make it.
See, that I do think too, though, because I read some of the stuff the committee said after the fact. I do think this committee was pretty terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to take FSU out because Jordan Travis got hurt? That's fine. But you can't then sit there and say, you can't put FSU ahead of Georgia and say, oh, we think FSU is better than Georgia. Yeah. No. Georgia would beat Florida State right now by 40. No.
Yeah, for sure.
No. I mean, if you want to put the best teams in there, Georgia should have been 4.
If you put the best 4 teams, then it's probably Michigan 1, Georgia 2, Alabama 3, Washington 4.
And you could make a case if you put the best teams, you wouldn't even have Washington.
Yeah, you could.
But
the Pac-12 was so good this year. Pac-6.
It was good. They struggled with because we were watching the games talking about them. Arizona State they struggled. Stanford they struggled. Washington State they struggled. They scraped by. I mean, you could make a case there, but it sucks, man, because there's no. It never made sense since day one. You have a Power 5 conference, and we're going to give you 4 teams.
It's so stupid. I was pissed off from the get-go. I'm so glad it's over with.
Yep.
If whoever, and we don't have to worry about the freaking teams missing it. I mean, like, yeah, it'll be interesting who misses it, but if you miss, who cares? You're the 13th best team in the country. You shouldn't have been. What? You shouldn't have a chance at the championship anyway.
You imagine, as I say, you imagine us pissing and moaning over like who's 13, 14, 15.
There's no way we're going to be pissed off. We might say, oh man, they deserve to get in, but they would have got in and got their ass kicked. Like, it don't matter.
Exactly. It's just amazing they didn't start with 6. Start with 6.
Yeah.
That gets all your conferences in. That gets like a top team in it that doesn't whatever. Yeah. And then you can expand from there. It's just unbelievable.
Or just
stupid. But, I do feel bad for kids, man. That's tough. And those kids will be pissed off the rest of their life.
Yeah, but they were just going to get killed. And now they're going to get killed anyway.
I know, yeah. Georgia will. Yeah. Yes. Well, I think it was if they were going to play, they're going to get it. They were going to be like a 14-point underdog. Yeah, they would have got smoked, man. So.
Michigan, Alabama in the Rose Bowl, though.
Oh, dude.
You get Saban, the greatest head coach of all time, against Jim Harbaugh, who has all this stuff going on. Plus, he's the most polarizing coach in college football, anyways. Just a perfect matchup. 2 most historic teams. It's beautiful.
Doesn't it? Saban, Harbaugh, 2 blue bloods in that setting. Holy shit.
Yeah. I wish it was the championship.
Yeah, sign me up. It's funny. We're going to get Bama, Texas again. You watch.
Probably.
You might. Very easily could happen.
Washington, Texas will be a shootout.
Oh, it's going to be great. Any other year, that'd be like a holiday bowl. Like 52-48.
West Virginia, North Carolina. Who you got?
I think WVU will win that game.
When is that game? 2 weeks?
Shit. That's 27th.
Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, 27th? It is. Because somebody asked me if I wanted to go to it, and I was like, I will never be able to take off work The week after Christmas ever.
Like a 5:30 start too.
Yeah.
If Drake, I don't know if Drake May's going to play. He probably won't play.
Can't imagine he'd play. There's no way he's playing.
In North Carolina, they went downhill at the end of the season.
Yeah.
They were getting smoked. I could see W winning that.
That's going to be a W boat race. Garrett Green going to run for 200 yards.
Yeah, I could see it mattering so much more to W.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall's got they got UTSA and the Frisco.
The Roadrunners. I think they're the Roadrunners, aren't they?
They are. I know nothing about the Roadrunners.
Other than their name, because I stole their name for last year's, not this year, but last summer's, my summer league basketball team. We were called the Roadrunners.
Now, I assume the Frisco Bowl's in Texas.
Yeah. And Marshall probably still have more fans there than. I think they've got a decent little San Antonio. They got a decent little fan base down there. They might have 200 people there.
Well, think about these bowl games, man. I used to watch them all the time. Now so many of them just suck.
Yeah.
You know.
That's every one of them, especially now that the best players aren't playing.
Well, and the downside of the playoff has made it where the bowl games really kind of don't matter.
Well, they haven't mattered. Once they went to 4 teams, it's not mattered.
That's what I mean.
People just stopped taking them serious.
Yeah. It just completely, nobody cared.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks about the 12-team playoff is what are they going to do with the Michigan-Ohio State game? And it's not really the playoffs' fault. It's the Big Ten's fault.
You got to move it.
Because the Big Ten, why would they change? I just wish they keep the East-West thing so that Michigan and Ohio State would never meet in the Big Ten championship. They should never have a chance of playing twice. It ruins the legacy of the first game.
I would move that game to their first conference game. But then does that lessen the game?
Yeah, that's the thing. I wish they would just change it so that the Big Ten, that's still East and West or whatever, and that they'll never play in the championship.
Yeah.
Then you can leave it where it is. But if they keep it where it is and then they have to play back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
So stupid.
Yeah, they need to fix that. The brain trust needs to look at that.
Indeed. Anyways, that was off the cuff going off the cuff.
It is 1:45 in the morning.
It is 1:45 in the morning. I am stupid tired.
Yeah. Right there with you.
Stupid tired.
It's a good show.
I hope it was a good show.
Good to see your Niners get the big dub.
Yep. I think I ended last week's show saying F Philadelphia. Keep this one G-rated, and I will just say, ha! Take that, Philadelphia.
Well, we'll see what happens next Monday when we come off Sunday Night Football. We'll see how G-rated I am.
Ooh, I didn't think about this. So, we get our 2 most hated teams this week.
Yeah.
You get Philly, and I get Seattle.
Yeah, and I'm more inclined to go off than you are. So
I mean, if I lose, though. Whew,
yeah.
At home
that's
to Seattle?
Yeah, you shouldn't lose that game.
Whew. It's going to be a rough show. It's going to be a rough show if one of us loses. If both of us lose, then I might just film our empty seats for an hour.
He's a mannequin.
Sitting there.
Yeah.
Every few minutes, just slam the keyboard.
Just can't lose to the Eagles twice. It's Sirianni in his face. I just can't.
Smug son of a bitch.
I can't stand him. All right. Anything else?
Nope. I think that's all.
Well, hope you enjoyed Off the Cuff. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy the Christmas time. It's a great time of the year. Get your Christmas decorations up. Nice tree. And we'll see you Monday night.
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday.
You'll see me Monday night. You'll see them Tuesday.
I'll see you Monday night. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you Tuesday morning.
Enjoy the football. God first.